Good morning, Facebook. I need to turn myself down a little bit because it's really loud. Don't need to be like bursting people's eardrums around like that. More or less, it's more like if you're listening to us in the office, it's you don't want me just waking up your whole office.
You're still really loud.
No,
Yeah,
I am not doing the loudness.
It's reverberating in my head.
Oh my goodness, it's Monday. It is Monday after a fun day of trick-or-treating and candy, and if you have kids, putting your kids to bed. It's just been a day. It was a weekend. It's
been 24 hours.
It's been a 24 hours. It's been a great 24 hours. So good morning, everyone. My name is Nick. I'm going to welcome Lindsay to the show. Welcome, Lindsay.
Morning. Hi, everybody. That's all I have.
That's it. Oh, Lindsay needs a little more of this right here. It's called coffee. It has caffeine in it. It is amazing.
Nick's definitely, he's always the energy. Nick's the energy.
Yes.
I'm going to let him own that. And
yes.
I'm going to ride the coattail.
Bring
the
it.
Coattail.
There you go. Just, hey, hop on. I'm going to go. Let's go. It's Monday. So good morning, everyone. Today's show is sponsored by Social Media Torch. I'm going to put up a little description, little website, 50% off thing that they're doing right now. And, it has been, goodness, it is 60 days till the end of the year. And maybe I'm wrong.
That's crazy.
Maybe it's 61 days. How many days does November have?
30.
30? I don't know. Let me look. It's 30 or 31. It's okay. It's 60 or 61 days. But because then December has 31. So we have 61 days till the end of the year.
Correct.
And you want to know how many of those days are holidays? A lot.
Quite a few.
A lot. Which means that you better get your grind on this week. You better get it because the Veterans Day is coming up, and then Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right.
And then Black Friday. And then Christmas. And then New Year's. I mean, you think you have 61 days to work? But you don't. You don't.
No.
So you better get in and get that grind done. Get it done.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Good morning. It is Monday. TGIM. It is hilarious you talk about that because I really didn't do a lot of the candy thing. I let my girls do a lot of the candy thing. And we're going to open up with candy. So I have a question for you, Miss Lindsay. What did you do with all that candy? And I know, I saw how much you were struggling to carry those bags of candy. So I know you got candy.
Yeah, we hit quite a few houses last night.
Quite a few is an understatement. I believe kids were walking around going, my feet hurt.
Yes, my feet hurt, actually.
It wasn't just the kids.
It wasn't the kids.
It was the adults, too.
No, yep. I might have wiggled a foot rub out of my husband last night.
Oh, man. Did you give him a foot rub? Oh, very one-sided relationship there. I think he deserves one tonight.
Yeah, you're probably right. He does.
I know he does.
Yeah.
Good morning, sweet wife.
Absolutely, he does. Did you rub Amber's feet?
No.
Oh.
She rubbed my feet either.
All right.
We had a good talk, and I went to bed. I went to bed early.
While you talk?
No. We did the talking thing. We put the baby down thing. She went and got her, she started doing her nighttime routine. And I did my a lot shorter. I mean, like if this is an Amber nighttime routine, this is Nick's nighttime routine. And I went to bed early. I wanted some sleep. That's why I woke up this morning with so much energy.
It's not because of the candy.
No.
Yeah. I think we're set. Like, if our kids had 2 pieces of candy a day, we'd probably not have to buy any candy for a year. It's crazy.
That is right. That's crazy. Yep.
Anyway.
I agree. So what do you guys do with your candy? Just put it in a big like tubby and then the kids just go through it? Do you hide it?
We don't do it right away.
You don't do it right away. Okay.
No.
What do you not do right away?
We don't combine it right away because it's theirs. Like we have 2 kids, so it's in their separate bags. It just stays like I just put them in the pantry for now. And right now I don't know. I don't have kids that try to sneak stuff in. They're like they're like their mom. Everything's written on their face. Like if they do something wrong or if they
It's very transparent.
It's very transparent.
Very
you
transparent,
Can see.
yes.
Yes. So right now they're just in the pantry.
Yeah.
In their respective bags, and they'll get to go to today and pick out a piece or two, and that's
Then tomorrow.
It. And tomorrow, yeah.
And the day after
and
that.
And then when they're like, when it gets condensed, when I have a bowl big enough to fit it all, then it'll go in a bowl.
So, question for parents: at what time of the day do you say no to a piece of candy? Like when is that cut off?
Oh, that's for me.
Yep.
See, I need to grow in that area.
If you ever want candy from Lindsay, she will always say yes. Always.
I didn't say that.
Uh-huh.
But we usually do a treat after dinner. So
Okay.
that's usually, and then so probably before 7.
Okay. So
Like-
before 7 o'clock, they go to bed, 7:15. So,
Yeah, totally normal.
candy before bed.
Building up their immunity to sugar. It's great.
Is that a thing? Maybe the tolerance to sugar. Maybe that's what you meant.
Yeah, sure.
Like I have a tolerance to caffeine. No, I don't.
I do. I can drink cold
Amber
brew
can-
and I can go right to bed.
Amber can do that too. She could drink a cup of coffee and go to sleep 5 minutes later. And I'm like, I drink a cup of coffee, I'm running around the house. I'm getting a workout in, or I'm starting a project, or I'm not going to sleep till like, midnight, 1, 2 a.m. I don't know how you people do it.
I actually didn't have any coffee yesterday, and I was more energetic during the day than I was if I had coffee.
Then why are you drinking coffee right now?
Because
Give
it
me the
tastes
coffee.
So good.
It tastes so. Yes, it does. Yes,
Yeah.
it does. And Amber,
So-
yes, it's definitely tolerance. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for correcting us.
Me.
So I actually don't know what we do with our kids' candy. That is an Amber question. I know that honestly, if I had it my way, if I really had it my way, they would pick out like 30 pieces of candy a piece, like their top 30, and the rest of it would be donated or trashed.
That's so wasteful.
No, it's not. I'm not a big candy person, and I'm not.
Then why let them go collect it all?
No. You have to hear what I said. Let's try this one more time. So I would let them pick out the top 30 pieces, right? So what I'm doing is I'm helping them make decisions. Like, great, you have 90 or 100 pieces of candy. Pick out your top 30. Learn how to start making that choice, right? This is what I like and this is what I don't like. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. And then you get to reward yourself because you've gone through the gambit of actually narrowing down what you like. So in my head, that's a very valuable life lesson. I think a lot of people go through life and they've never learned how to make choices and decisions. So they just kind of go with the flow or they just get walked on all the time because they don't know how to make a strategic decision.
Wow.
But it's true. I mean, you can see it. You can see it in people's eyes. You can see it in when you ask them to make a decision, it's a not too sure, not confident. So I think that's another way just to create a valuable lesson. Now, am I saying that we're doing that this year? Probably not, because Lord knows Nick is not in charge of the candy. I have a sweet wife who's in charge of the candy.
Miss Amber likes candy.
Miss Amber does like candy. Miss Amber does like candy.
And I think there was a house giving out Sour Patch Kids last night.
We have enough Sour Patch Kids in our household to last us to the end of the year. We don't need any more.
You're welcome for that, by the way.
Amber's like, I got the baby. I'm going to go right to the bags. I'm going to pull that out. And then, because you know what's funny is, my big thing is chocolate, right? Like chocolate, I like coffee. London, I expected her to pick out like a Kit Kat or a Twix or something like that. She was like, no, I want the Smarties. And it's funny because she doesn't like the Smarties so she can eat them all. She likes the Smarties because there's so many in there that she gets to share them.
Aw,
right?
that's sweet.
That is, and I'm like, I see, I know her. Yesterday, she grabbed another pack of Smarties, and this is how I know, because she was just like walking around, just sharing her Smarties with all the little kids that were there. I was
Aw.
just like, oh, that's my daughter. That's my little sharing daughter. She's so sweet. Oh, love that little tiny cat. All right, so
Anyway.
we're gonna diverge from the awesomeness of
Yes.
my family, and let's talk about the value of people not being in your life, because I think someone needs to hear this.
So this topic, it came out of a situation where there's somebody that I'm not struggling with, but it's just, I'm struggling in my own head of, I wish they were in there. I wish they were around more, or I wish they weren't around more, or
Mhm.
like just going back and forth of, is this a positive thing or a negative thing? Like how do I handle this? And then it just, like, talking with my husband, it was just like it's okay that they either are or aren't in my life, because it's probably for a reason. Like, God is orchestrating everything and he's making everything for our good. And I have to remember that, of like, but I want them in my life more, or I don't want them in my life more. Like, I think it's easier to say, let's put an arm there, and I'm just going to hold you at distance length, than it is to be like, come back, like pulling people back in that aren't supposed to be there. Do you know what am I talking in circles?
No. I do believe this is a great topic.
Yeah. So
And no, you're not talking in circles.
So it was just this coming to this realization of, I need to let this go, because I'm the one that's grasping, and it's hurting me, not hurting me, but it's distracting me or unfocusing me from the people that are in my life, that want to be in my life, or that, so that's my thought of, it's okay that people aren't in your life. You need to be okay with that. You need to be happy for them. You need to be excited for the people that are in your life.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, right? I mean, I can see the growth. Like I can see it. I can see that this just one area of your life just like sprouting, like almost like a plant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like understanding what you can and cannot control. You cannot control this individual,
Right.
right? Or group of people, or whatever it is, right? 1, 2, you want them in your life, but you're really not sure. I think what it is it causes the stress that you want them in your life, and maybe even if you voice it to them, maybe they're just not being receptive or reciprocating that same desire. And you have to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
If God was, if that person was supposed to be such an integral part of your life, okay, hear me out here. If that person was supposed to be so important in your life, this conflict, this grasping would not even need to be there. It wouldn't be.
Right.
It wouldn't be there.
And that's such a huge thing to understand, is God's not an orchestrator of chaos or distress or whatever. He's the God of peace. He is the God of prosperity, and just all those things. And I think realizing that, of like, this is causing me to not have peace. Whatever the other emotion is, or the other situation is, this is causing me to not walk in peace. So I either need to examine it to figure out why, or what part of it is. Is it something that I can control, or is it something I can't control? And figuring that out, it's like, oh, I can't control this. Okay, I am going to stop grabbing at it so hard and just let it go, because it's not supposed to be there.
and I think that's very key. You're not ignoring it. You're acknowledging it, right? You're acknowledging the situation is in play, okay? And then you are consciously making a decision to let it go. And say, I'm going to focus on the people who God has in my life that are loving on me, that are loving on my family, that want to be part of my life. And I'm letting go of this person or these people that don't want to be there or are causing a negative reaction in my life.
Well, and I also, another part of it was that my husband brought up. He's like, it's just a season. Maybe our seasons aren't aligning right now, and that's okay.
That's okay.
You have to be okay with that being okay. Like, you have to be okay with this not lining up the way you thought it would, because it doesn't mean they're not there or they're gone forever. It just means this isn't happening the way you wanted it to. Oh my gosh, I just said that to my daughter this morning.
but I'm going to take that and agree with that, but also go down the other direction. Okay. Yes. Let's go down this. Yes. You may not be in alignment with them for a season, and that's okay. You also may not be in alignment with them for the rest of your life.
Right.
And that's okay. Because going back to what you can control and cannot control. You cannot control the individual. You cannot control the relationship. Therefore, stop putting time and energy into something you cannot control.
Well, yes and no. Like, there are things that I like about the idea of still showing people love.
I didn't say not love them.
Well,
just don't try to control
that
it.
takes time and effort.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
That's so easy for you. You love on everyone. You are probably top 5, easily top 5, one of the most positive people I know.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Easily. Like,
but positive doesn't mean that you're showing people that you love them. How do you show people that you don't see on a daily basis? Like, we're neighbors. Like, you and I see each other every day. It's not difficult for us, Amber, Dustin, to share and love on each other, positive, and give positive feedback. People that aren't in our lives, though, every day, you have to make that effort to love on them, even if it's from afar.
Am I going to love on someone that I am actively, that someone's, I don't know. Because maybe in the process of, I'm now using time and energy to focus on someone who does not want that love or that attention, instead of focusing that energy on someone that does need or does want that time and attention. So here we go. We are speaking in circles, and mostly because I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. The audience does not know who you're talking about, so they're gonna feel really removed from this conversation.
But I think it's good information. Like, you have people in your life, whether they're close or not. Like, my brother, for example, lives in Michigan. I haven't seen my brother in years, actually. He's never met my daughter, who's 3. Like, we just don't connect like that. Not that we are in a squabble or anything like that. But, like, it's just that kind of relationship. So,
sure.
But it takes effort to love on him, because he is part of my family. He is part of my life. It doesn't mean that I don't want to love on him, but it does take intentionality of sharing my love with him. Like, sending him a card. I'm not saying like go above and beyond, but all the time. I'm saying remember those people that aren't in your life every day that you want to keep a connection with, or you want to show them love. And just in doing small things like that, like sending them a card or handwritten note of, hey, I was just thinking about, or a text or a phone call. Like that takes time and energy to do that. That was my point.
To people who are receptive to it.
Yes.
Let's and we really have to make sure that we define this, because if you spend the time and energy on that to people who are not receptive to it, okay, then that means then that person can become a very quick energy drain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. There's nothing wrong with someone who's maybe like my brother Robert, okay, who lives in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
The best way I can show him love is quickly send him a Facebook message or quickly send him a just a quick chat. Or when we get on the phone, we just listen. I just let him talk. I mean, he's a great businessman, and sometimes, because of where he lives, sometimes it's just great to talk to family about business. Mm-hmm. If you talk to me for over 20 minutes, I guarantee you we've talked business. I love talking about business, right?
That's true.
It is true. It is absolutely true. Okay. Now, if I get into a conversation with you, okay, and I'm forcing love or I'm forcing attention, and you take that and you twist that and you turn it to a negative and you start coming at me, okay,
right.
I'm
yes,
really so
that is not
and that's the difference. I want to make sure that people understand this, okay? When we're talking about this, it's okay to let people go. That was the preference of this. It's okay to let people in your life have their space.
And to that kind of person that's going to be the drain for you and just drain you dry, you need to identify that, and you need to cut it. You need to cut that tie.
You need to identify that, and you need to be aware of it.
Or
you need to be aware of it, because some of these people are family members, and I can't cut them. I can't. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I'm going to see them over the holidays. I'm going to see them over New Year's. I'm going to see them over Christmas. I'm going to see them over Thanksgiving. I just went totally backwards in all the holidays. Okay. But here we go. But here we go. If you know that you're going to run into that situation, if you know that you're going to go down into that situation, you need to mentally build. You want to know what? Here we go. You ready? You need to build. You need to physically, mentally, and spiritually build a plan. Okay? You need to build a plan. I know I have this much energy. Okay? And if you need to borrow my energy to get through it, you borrow my energy. You give me a call, you borrow my energy. I will speak positive into you. Okay? I will share that. But you need to be mentally, physically, and spiritually prepared, have a plan to walk into that situation. Mm-hmm. Okay? And no, almost like your gas gauge on your car. Okay? Know when you're full. Know when you start hey, I'm at 3/4. I'm about halfway. Okay, I'm empty. Okay, so you can remove yourself from that situation and maybe recharge before you go back into it. Mm-hmm. Okay,
yeah, go for a walk.
go for a walk. Go for a walk. Let's go listen to Pastor Keith for 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Okay, go listen to Dr. Alsbrooks for 5 minutes. Okay, go do something to recharge. But know what it is, and here's why. Here's why this is very key. All right. When you get down to empty, that's when you're going to say something. That's when you're going to do something. That's going to not damage the situation, but you're going to look back on it later and go, I shouldn't have done that.
Right. You're going to have that regret.
Okay. And that is a weapon. That can be used against you. Okay. Because that will start to pull you farther down. And I don't need you to get farther down. I need you to rise up. Okay. And it's not just me who needs you to do it. Your family needs you to do it. Your friends need you to do it. The people in your circle need you to do it. They need you to rise up. Mm-hmm. So when you feel that, know that, acknowledge that. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying you need to go blurt it out to everyone, but acknowledge it within yourself and just step away for a little bit. Go play with the kids. Okay. Go drink some coffee. All
or
right.
something else. No.
But at the end of the day, let's go back to the primary topic. One, it's okay if certain people aren't in your life. Even if you
Yes.
want them in there, it's okay if they're not in there. Okay, one. Two, know who those people are and identify them. And know who the people are that want you around and that want to love on you and identify them. And three, if you know you're going to walk into a situation where you might have some kind of where someone is going to carry that negative energy, right? And you know that your positive energy is going to clash with their negative energy.
It's like one of those
Yep.
where you hit the balls and they
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you know that's going to happen. Have a plan and be prepared. Okay. Say a prayer before you walk into that situation.
Yeah.
All right. Be prepared. All right. Are we good?
Yeah, I'm good.
We're good. We a little energized. You awake
I'm
now?
good.
Lindsay's definitely awake now after this conversation. All right. So we're going to go into the last segment. We're going to talk about marketing. Okay. And for those of you that are small business and entrepreneurs, I need you to listen to me real quick. I need you to listen. Okay. I'm seeing this more and more. So we're going to talk about it. You need to change the button on your Facebook page. Stop sending people to your website and get them to start talking to you.
Why, Nick?
That was so good. Why, Nick? Why are we doing this? If you can get someone to talk to you or message with you, you can start to create trust. You can start to answer questions. Okay. It does not take a lot of time. You can even set up a quick autoresponder, but stop directly sending people to your website. Okay. And if you are a service, stop sending people to your website. If you're selling like shoes or something simple, like something like that, okay, that's fine, right? Just go let them buy, okay? But you want to know what? As I say that, if you're a boutique, if you're like on McKinney Square and you're a boutique, no, get them to start messaging with you. Okay? If you can get people to start messaging with you, you can start to create that trust. They can start to know you. Otherwise you just sound like everyone else. Everyone is sending people to their website. And the people that have listened to me, the people that have started to create those conversations are starting to generate sales. And I'm getting that feedback. People that have changed this within the last 2 weeks are starting to generate sales. They're like, Nick, I didn't even know these people were interested in my product. No, because you've never started the conversation with them. Don't look at your message button. Don't look at Facebook as just a cold medium. Okay? Look at Facebook as almost like a warmer, right? This person came into my store. This person came into my Facebook. This person came into my business profile, and they're cold, and I need to warm them up. Now, eventually, can we turn this into kind of autoresponders and kind of put people into a funnel? Absolutely. But right now, you don't even know the questions that your prospects are asking because you're immediately sending them to your website. And you're like, why aren't sales happening?
Right.
So change the message button. Get them to start talking with you, especially if you're in the service industry. That is my tidbit of the day.
Well, thanks, Nick.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So we've gone full round today. It is Monday. We've talked about a little bit of candy. We've talked about why it's okay to not have certain people in your life. We've talked about Facebook, the message button, right? We're going to end it because we got a grind to get to. And it's
we got less than 60 days.
We got work to get done. If you guys need a website or if you need some strategy or some coaching, please message us. That is what we do here, and we love doing it. But today, know that you are prayed for, be blessed, and bless others today because they need it. We love you. You guys have a great day. Bye,
Rise
y'all.
up.